one of the things that I find the most fascinating from an artistic perspective about First Take is that the repertoire that we have been choosing is not universally, like, through for example, Not While I'm Around is in the show not about kids or family, but that's very much how that's very much channeled directly at our families or our loved ones, right, in our performance on stage. But there's an element, there's a lens through which all of our repertoire is the repertoire that we're connected the most with. You know, Charlotte and before was still somewhat experimental, but like as we're moving forward, everything's sort of channeled through somewhat of a lens. Like Santa Fe is, you know, in the context of the show, is about a young person looking to get away from the hustle and bustle of the city, and you know, but it's still channeled through our experience as you know, people growing, and there's a lot of personal experience tied to their family experience, tied to our, you know, it's difficult to change jobs or make a risky move in your career when you've got family and wives and kids, depending on that kind of stuff.
Stakes.
And it ups the stakes, and it connects us to the repertoire. And so, you know, that it's like a lens. It's not a theme, right? Like not every song is about family or is about our kids or our wives or whatever, but it is the scope, right? The film over the lighting mechanism through which all of our repertoire is channeled.
I love that. Well, and I think people too, they get to experience the songs you sing and connect it to a part of themselves or their story and their experiences. Right. Which is what makes it so impactful.
Because it's important to connect to a group of people who aren't dads or moms. Absolutely. Like there's a lot of people out there who aren't.
And even when the song is not doesn't have any type of lyrical or thematic content that's family oriented, we are performing it like goofy dads. Best things with the you know, with the Macarena and like, you know, just our goofy, like dad like personality type things.
Ben McDaniel, when I was in Da Capo, called me one day and was like, or he sent me a message and he was like, I have some thoughts about, you know, I was like, he has thoughts about Da Capo, and I was like, yeah, I want to hear him. And he was like, okay. And I was like, give me a call. So he called and he was like, I feel like you're trying to be sexy. And you are not sexy.
Oh gosh.
And it's the best advice I've ever gotten, because I'm like, yeah, we were trying to be like ringmasters. We were trying to be like confident and like, because I mean, they were the archetype at the time, right? Trying to be confident and sing great and like show up on stage and show up like, we've got this thing. Like you don't have to worry, we're on it. And it comes across as like
inauthentic, or
well, for me, very inauthentic, right? Because I'm like, yeah, I got this. Don't worry about it, baby. You know,
inside you're like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
Oh God. Well, and if you go on our YouTube page, if you go on our YouTube page, First Take at First Quartet for YouTube / whatever at First Take Quartet. First Take Quartet. Whatever. If you go on our YouTube page, our very first if you go on our YouTube page, our very first video is a box video we did during the pandemic of Deke Sharon's White Christmas. The Gas House arranged sang it, and one of the comments on that YouTube page by a username called Lizard Man is exactly these words: "Looks like Costco dads." And we were like, that is...
Dude, Lizard Man commented on one of your videos?
So
that's nuts.
With a very accurate take.
He has no idea how accurate. He thought he was like hurling an insult at us or whatever. We're like, that's pretty much exactly right. 100%. Costco dads.
Nailed it. See? Costco. A clear brand is so important.
The identity has just settled.
We were close to changing our name.
Costco dads.
Costco dads.
You got it, Lizard Man.
Well, you guys have put out such awesome content recently with these tag videos, and you know, obviously your performance videos, and I love that you guys are doing that. Heck yeah!
We took a page out of somebody's book, trying to engage a little more this season. First Take Fridays was born out of a business meeting we had shortly after Louisville. We said, you know, how can we connect with everyone and you know, rather than just disappearing for 6 months or a year and popping up at the big performance moments, was what can we do, sort of short form content that we can put on a schedule and regularly release, and the tag videos is great. The the engagement and the following is growing, and people are enjoying it. So
Drew does a lot of the work on getting the videos to look like we're humans.
Yep.
And have the logos and all that. And Alex is doing a great job of organizing when should we play what, and
Love it.
takes a lot of thought and
really
time
does, right?
to put all this stuff together. And initially, you know, I get frustrated because I feel like, oh, we're making this organic content that's not at all organic. It's very planned and very structured, but it has to be, or you don't put it out. Right. That's been my problem. Right.
No, that's true. There's so much planning it does have to go.
It's complicated, but as a long distance quartet, we try and make it so that when we're together, we spend time with people and we connect with people, and we make the broader barbershop community around us able to come together around when we're together, which is helpful. But you can only do that so many times.
Right.
So the reality is we have to engage on the internet to make people be able to understand and engage with what we are. And it makes our community bigger, which makes it, when we're together in person,
so much
able to be more authentic because people have a connection to you.
Yes.
The one side of that relationship is at least developed, and then we get to experience
it makes you more
the other
approachable too, because I think when people get to see you at a convention, they feel like they already know you. They feel like they've already been experiencing you, and there's rapport already built in, so that when they get to finally see you guys standing there, they feel way more comfortable coming to say hi and seeing a tag with you, or you know. So that's, I mean, kudos to you guys.
Yeah.
That is a
Thanks, man.
A great move, and I'm really glad you're doing it.
For me and Andrew, it's great because we just get to sing tags with two nut singers, and then they just make it into.
Well, Tony does
That's
Tony does the like selection of the tag planning ahead of time. I do the scheduling. Drew does the post, and Andrew sings crazy bass.
Yeah.
Finances.
And finances. And there's a collaboration on all of that too. Once we have a list of suggested tags, we all weigh in. So it's not like Tony and Andrew are not doing anything in that process at all. That's incorrect.
I gathered as much. Yeah.